Very nice indeed. Perhaps a little more arpeggio in places, but otherwise powerful stuff. Now, let's hear the choir.
Eric, 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 Eric the dwarf. Eric, 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 he's terribly short. He doesn't mind to sing or fight or have an elvish friend. He'll steal your socks and underpants, but doesn't have a beard or live with half a dozen friends. Eric, 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 Eric the dwarf. Eric the dwarf. Eric the dwarf.
Lovely, lovely. If that doesn't blow Sir Larry's socks off, I don't know what will. Except perhaps the Ode to Sir Larry I've penned. We'll probably start with that. Has everyone got a copy so we can practice? Oh, it's just a little something I've knocked up to tell Sir Larry how I feel. I wish to tarry with Sir Larry, not Barry, Harry or Gary. Some say you need a rest, but I say you're still the best. Oh, Sir Larry, Sir Larry. No, I'm sure he'll like it. Yes, I know he should be here by now. To be honest, he always tended to operate on Sir Larry time. I remember a performance of The Tempest where there was no sign of him when the play was due to start. I'd suggested I go on and entertain the audience with my poems, accompanied with mime, always a showstopper. But they were oddly reluctant. Anyway, Larry finally turned up, and the show went on as it always does. Larry never missed a show, whatever time and state he arrived in. He will be here. Yes, you're right. We'd better get on. Hello, and welcome again to Eric the Dwarf. John awoke Tuesday morning feeling pretty down. He'd upset Eric big time. His favourite TV programme was in danger of being cancelled, and he'd not done his homework. It really was a tiresome Tuesday.
Morning, Abby. It's right in front of you. And you want soldiers with your egg? Very funny. Oh, good morning, John.
You know, Mum, sometimes I wonder just what it's all about. Life, that is. I mean, you try to do the right thing, but somehow it still all goes wrong. Maybe it's all predetermined and whatever you do makes no odds. But then there would be no point in trying, would there? Surely we're in charge of our own destinies. What do you think?
Well, it's a bit early, or, what do you think, Dad?
What?
For the first time, John just strung more than 4 words together at the breakfast table. We've dreamed of this day, so answer his question.
Well, I think the answer is clear. It's... Oh, is that the phone? Excuse me a minute.
Come back! Oh, he's gone. Well, John, all I can say is, do you want soldiers with your egg?
Yeah, OK then. Well, I'm sorry, Abby, but that's easy for you to say.
Poor old John. Confused and unhappy, he arrived at school, where he struggled to concentrate and find convincing excuses about his lack of homework. But later on, the day got even stranger, when a note was passed to him by one of Barry the Bully's cronies.
What's this? It's a note from the new boy Colin. Dear John.
Hey,
I never thought I'd be writing a Dear John letter. But seriously, John, we need to talk.
Can you meet me after school at the old cottage in the middle of the nearby woods? You know, the really spooky one that gives people the heebie-jeebies? It might seem odd to meet there, but what I want to talk about needs to be private. Put it this way, it's about pink tutus and dwarves. Need I say more? See you there and come alone. Love, Colin by exit only.
P.S. This is definitely not a trick or trap in any way whatsoever. This all sounds very odd. If I didn't know better, I'd think this was some sort of setup. But why would Colin do that? I invited him to tea and everything. And he mentioned dwarves. He can't know about Eric, can he? I'll have to go and go alone. Ooh, do you think this makes me a hero? Yeah, I expect so.
So, at the end of the school day, John set off to the woods. Meanwhile, at the same time, Colin set off in a completely different direction, heading for John's house, having got the address from Raph. He needed to get Eric back into this world, or face the rest of his life as an ooman. A terrifying prospect.
You know, it cannot be underestimated how enjoyable sitting, sleeping, and basically doing nothing is. What do you reckon, Dennis?
I'm bored. Go on, George. Let me chase you a bit.
No chance.
Oh, go on. You could do the exercise.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Nothing really. It's just exercise is good for you. And maybe, just maybe...
Yes?
Well, it might be said by some, not by me, you understand, but by others, that you could do to, tone up.
Are you saying I'm fat, Dennis?
No, well, yes, a bit.
What a cheek, how dare you? I'll have you know.
Stranger danger, stranger danger.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Dennis, give it a rest. It's only a schoolboy, probably one of John's spotty friends. He'll go away in a minute if we ignore him.
I can't stop now, George, till he goes. It's a matter of personal pride.
Please be quiet, both of you. I know you can understand me, even if I can't understand you. It's urgent. You need to contact Eric.
Hey?
That's better. Now let me in so I can tell you what's going on.
Do you know how to open the front door, George?
What a stupid question. Of course I do. I'll just need to get onto your back to reach the handle, and Bob's your uncle.
Who's Bob?
So Colin was allowed in and quickly explained the danger John was facing, whilst conveniently leaving out his evil part in the proceedings.
So you need to contact Eric now.
We can't contact him. He just disappeared yesterday, and that was that.
Actually, I do have a contact number in case of emergencies, and I think this qualifies.
You what?
Actually, it's more of a phrase. Eric attached transmog to it, so if anybody says it, he's transported to be with the speaker. To avoid accidents, we had to think of a phrase no one would ever think to say.
Well, go on then. Say it.
Here goes. George is definitely losing weight.
Oh, thanks. Hey, hang on. That's not...
And let me tell you, Cedric, there's nothing odd going on at all at... Oh.
Sorry, Eric, but it's an emergency. John's in big trouble.
Oh, right. And who's this?
This is Colin, allegedly John's friend, and he knows all about you, Eric. He looks shifty to me.
We'll sort all that out later. Right, where's John now?
A spooky old cottage in the wood.
OK, know it well. Let's go rescue a damsel in distress.
What?
Are we ready?
What's going on? Is Eric here? What's happening? And they're all gone. Great. What am I supposed to do now? Could watch a bit of telly, I suppose.
Anyone home? I've had a terrible day and ah! Who are you? And what are you doing in my house?
And suddenly, this vision of loveliness appeared like a goddess before me. Schoolgirl, thy name is Beauty. Your sparkling eyes, your golden hair, your shapely yet surprisingly strong arms now pinning me to the floor. What? What? What?
Who are you?
I'm Colin, one of John's school friends.
How'd you get in?
John let me in. He just popped to the shops. Be back in a jiffy. Oh, I hope.
Oh, right. Well, you'd better get up then. Sorry about the headlock.
No problem. And you are?
Abby, John's sister. I'm going to my room. You can wait here for John and... Don't touch any of my stuff, weirdo.
No, I wouldn't dare. I think she loves me.
Meanwhile, John had reached the cottage and found it was a trap after all. Oh, heavens!
Well, John Jessop. Fancy meeting you here.
Barry, what are you doing here?
Waiting for you, of course. So I...
Go on, Barry.
Do it, Barry.
Bash him, Barry.
Oh, you've given it away now.
Sorry, Barry.
Apologies, Barry.
Oh, I got excited, Barry.
Well, I had at least another minute of taunts before I got to that. Can you pretend you didn't hear that bit?
If you like.
No, it's not the same. I'm not going to say it now. My last job and you lot have ruined it for me.
Sorry, Barry.
Oh, go on,
I
Barry.
want to hear you say it, Barry.
Suddenly, there was a bark. Everyone looked up, and there, galloping through the trees, sun glinting off his green armour, as dashing as you can possibly dash, is the bold knight, Sir Eric of Dwarf, riding his trusty steed, who is barking madly, and followed, some way behind, by his faithful servant. The gallant Sir Eric always appears where there are wrongs to right, hearts to melt, and cool to display.
Aha! Unhand that fair maiden, you dastardly varlets. I am Sir Eric of Dwarf, and I am here with my trusty steed and my...
Quentin.
What?
Well, you're Sir Eric, and I'm Quentin, your trusty and heroic horse. And when George finally gets here, he'll be Nigel, your simple but faithful servant. I worked it all out.
Oh, right. With my trusty steed, Quinton... Really? Quinton?
Yeah, carry on.
Quinton! Okay, it's growing on me now. Quinton and I command you to unhand said fair maiden, or verily I will dispatch you forthwith with my trusty blade.
What's the sword called?
Eh?
Well, it's got to have a name. You know, like Excalibur.
Oh, right. My trusty blade, Bladey.
Bladey?
Hey, I'm under pressure here.
What's going on, Barry?
Why is you laughing,
I like dogs, Barry.
What's so funny, Jessop?
It's just... you can't see... Quentin!
Then you leave me no choice but to draw Bladey, and may God have mercy on your souls. Ha-ha! Swish, 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 swish.
It's a bit wobbly, Sir Eric.
I know, it's made of rubber. Health and safety, you know. That's why I need to do my own sound effects. Swish! Swish, swish!
Rubber wobbling around. I can't take.
Oh, I don't know what the bleeding hell's going on here, but I know one thing. It's bashing time.
Hooray, Barry!
About time, Barry.
Bash him, Barry!
And with that, Barry menacingly approached John, who was laughing hysterically and in no position to defend himself. But suddenly there was a flash from Bladey, and with that, Barry's belt flew off, and he fell to the ground entangled in his descending trousers. And we all know how that feels.
Take that, you swine. Ah, it would seem the rogue has some natty undergarments beneath his pantaloons.
Yeah, right. In fact, Barry, is that Chas Chunder on your boxers?
Yeah. They're my chunder pants. Why?
But I love Chas Chunder.
Do ya? Me too. These are a limited edition I got on the internet. See, there's Chaz battling the hound dogs. Further down, he's taking on the man-eating killer Rhubarb. And over here, he's knocking up a lovely Victoria Sponge.
Brilliant.
And see, running down the sides are the hamsters. Squeak! Squiggly squeak! What's recently happened to Chaz, though?
Oh, no idea. A bit worrying, though.
There's rumours all over the internet of a lost episode that explains it all. Something to do with a dwarf, a dog and a boy. Apparently, the dwarf and the dog are really cool and could have their own spin-off shows. But the boy's rubbish. Oh, I don't know what I'd do if the show finished. I love it.
Me too.
Oh, I know I'd still have Captain Crumpet and his intergalactic flying wombats, but it wouldn't be the same.
You're right. I mean, that show's stupid and makes no sense at all.
Sorry about earlier, Jessop. I wish to apologise for mine and my colleagues' actions. Very distasteful. No more bullying for us. It's time for a new leaf. Right, lads?
OK, Barry.
I'm with you, Barry.
What's just happened, Barry?
It seems my work is done here, Quinton. But there is something else I need to put right.
Sorry, everyone. Sorry. I got stitch. And then I spotted a half-eaten chicken burger and, well, I was a bit peckish, so... but I'm here now, so we can carry on. In a minute, after I've caught my breath.
It's all over, Nigel.
Nigel?
Yes, that's your backstory. You're Sir Eric's simple but faithful servant, Nigel.
I'm sorry, but I'm not a Nigel. I see myself more as an Alexander or Tiberius, Sir Eric's roguish half-brother who's had his land stolen by Eric and whose family is being held hostage in a secret location. But one day our gallant hero will...
Sorry to interrupt things.
But I'm just getting going.
Sorry, but he's here. Sir Larry is actually in the building. Oh, is everybody ready? Oh, my goodness, I can't believe this is actually happening. Calm, everyone, calm. Wait for the signal.
Hello? Have I got the right room for...
Now!
My head, stop! Sorry, everyone, sorry. It was just I had a rather a late one last night. Bit of a headache this morning, dear boy.
Sorry, Sir Larry, sorry.
I wish to tarry with Sir Larry.
No, Jack, no.
I'm sorry, the old head's pounding, dear boy. This studio is very stuffy. No air. How many people have you got in here?
I'm not certain. Quite a few. It took some doing, I can tell you.
Oh, could they all leave so we might breathe a little?
Oh, certainly, Sir Larry, certainly. OK, chaps, thanks very much. I'll be in touch. We'll see you later.
Who's the altitude we do this? I'm a professional. I've even sung in the Royal Albert Hall.
That's better, dear boy. By the way, you don't happen to have a little, hair of the dog and all that?
Tea? Well, soon get a brew going.
Oh, OK, fine. Oh, now I seem to be standing in a puddle of water.
Oh, those were the swans carved in ice. You're a little later than expected, but no problem, no problem. We're just so happy you're here.
Of course you are. Now, this is it, dear boy, is it? Your new venture. Derek the Elf, is it?
Eric the Dwarf.
Oh.
But easily confused.
Quite. And this is where the magic happens, eh? Where you tell your little story?
Oh, yes, indeed.
And who's this?
This is my producer.
Oh, what did he say? No, sorry, didn't catch that at all. Who's this?
The sound engineer.
I'm not getting that either. Good grief, I'm surrounded by idiots.
What?
Oh, nothing. Crack team, old boy. Absolutely top hole.
Oh, yes, indeed. And the American announcer will be here soon.
American? You work with an American?
Yes. Is that a problem?
I'm sorry, dear boy. I really am. It's just, well, Look, Rog, you don't mind if I call you Rog, do you?
No, not at all. Please do. My name's not actually Rog, it's...
The thing is, Rog, I hate to see someone wasting their talents on something frankly as trivial as this rubbish. You're an actor, Rog. You should be treading the boards, speaking the beautiful words of the bard.
Well, I never really said much as second spear carrier.
Not telling some fairy story about an elf. I'm worried for you, Rog.
Oh, please don't worry, Sir Larry. I'm having a great time.
But I can't help it, Rog. I need to look after my flock. So here it is. There's auditions this morning for a new production of Hamlet. I pulled a few strings and, well, the thing is, they're expecting you.
What?
And no promises, no guarantees, but I've had a word with the director and they want you to read for the big one.
What? Omelette?
Yes, omelette. I mean Hamlet.
Well, I've not prepared anything.
You don't need to, Rog. What with your training and your natural talent. Now, here's the address. You get along there and show them what you're made of. I'll hold the fort while you're gone.
Do you know the story?
Not really, but you forget my world-famous improvisational skills. I'll be fine.
All right, then. Thank you, Sir Larry. Thank you for this chance.
Don't mention it. No guarantees, though, Rog. No guarantees, wink, wink. Ha ha! Knock 'em dead, dear boy, for Larry.
Yes, indeed. Bye, everyone, bye!
I thought the fool would never leave. Right then, you two. I can't work with people who don't speak proper. You're fired. No, still complete gibberish, I'm afraid. You're out of here. My people will arrive soon and we'll soon knock this show into shape.
Hi there, you must be Sir Larry. Oh, pleased to meet you. Funny thing is, I actually thought you were dead.
Ah, the American. No, very much alive, thank you. What's your role here?
I do a bit of chundering every week.
Of course you do. You're fired.
What? You can't do that?
I can do whatever I want, because I am Sir Larry. Who's going to stop me? Rog? He doesn't have the backbone. And honestly, I'm doing everyone a favour. Everything he touches is a disaster, as I know all too well from bitter experience. You see, the thing is, there's potential here. This fantasy stuff is very popular these days. You can make a mint from merchandising alone. And by heavens, Sir Larry needs the cash, what with the impending court case following the mobile phone insertion. But this show needs a leader. It needs a visionary. It needs a star. It needs Sir Larry.
Sorry, everybody. I forgot my hat.
Oh.
Yes, indeed. Oh.
You heard all that?
Afraid so.
Okay, not to worry. I stand by what I said. You three, only joking about the firing and all that. You know I can take this show to new heights. Actually, any height at all. With me in charge, fame and fortune would surely follow. Think of it. Sir Larry as the storyteller. Haven't you gone all tingly just thinking about it?
Not really, no.
I'll take that as a yes. Come on now. Sir Larry or him? I mean, there's no contest.
You're absolutely right. There is no contest. We want Raj.
My name's not actually...
You may be right. He may be a complete incompetent.
Really?
He may be a fool, but he's our fool and our friend and our storyteller.
Oh, gosh.
And they agree.
Are you sure?
Oh, yes.
But my world-famous improvisational skills. Hello, I'm Derek the Elf. Who are you? Oh, I'm All the Goblin.
I think you better leave, Sir Larry.
But omelette, Roger, omelette. It's what you've always dreamed of.
But I have a story to finish, Sir Larry, and I have friends who need me to tell it. I can't let them down. That's what's important.
I see. Well, all I can say is you all deserve each other. Good riddance to the lot of you. Sir Larry is leaving the building. By the way, you couldn't lend me a few quid, could you, for old time's sake?
Goodbye, Sir Larry.
Yeah, welcome back, you great lummox. We still have a story to tell.
Yes, we do.
Gadzooks! That's another episode over, but never fear, chums. Eric the Dwarf will be back on your airwaves soon.